What is going on? I am live here on Shop Talk Tuesday. Guys, I had just walked in the door, been working a bunch of overtime at work, so if you've seen the title, I barely made it. If you guys can do me a favor and just hold on for a second, I'm gonna run, make sure all my stuff is set up here on the computer. And so just bear with me for you guys that have just made it. And do me a favor while I'm gone, give me a shout out, tell me where you guys are from, where you're checking in from. Jared said, geez, been waiting for hours. Yeah, sorry about that. Be right back, give me 1 second. Sorry guys, bear with me for just 1 second. All right. Hey there from Illinois, how's it? Lisa, how are you? Hey Aaron, how's it going? I'm glad you were able to make it. Sorry guys, sorry if I'm not interacting yet at the moment. I've literally walked in the door from work and started live because I was gonna be late. And so I'm trying to get everything set up here. How's your guys' week been going so far? So anyway, while the computer is loading, what's up Chris? How you doing? Oh, what? You said you got a raise at work today. Sorry, there's somebody else posted. Sorry, I'm reading off my phone right now because I'm trying to get my computer set up here. Somebody said that they got a raise at work today. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations. All right, sorry guys. Now that we got it back up here, I can go ahead and start reading your comments here. Animal says, what's up, what's up? Jeremy Peace from Indiana. Addie from Las Vegas. Kula from Cyprus. Kula, you're up really late. Wow, that is... Thank you for joining us tonight. Lisa, hello from Illinois. Hey, can I get 500 subs? I appreciate that. Hey, guys, also, I really appreciate you guys commenting and everything. But if you could do me a favor and not have any profanity in the comments, that'd be great. Just so that we can stay friendly to everyone, and so that way that YouTube doesn't mess with my content and try to take it down because it's not good for all viewers. So guys, I appreciate that. Thank you. But can I get 500 subs, zero content? What is up? It is all good, man. No worries. Aaron, what's going on? Lisa, how are you? Adam from England, how you doing? And Tammy, hello. Rusty Merkin, what's up? So Chris says, you running late? Yes, I was running late. So just to let you guys know, at work at my main job where I wire control houses for the railroad, we had a case, a big 10-foot by 14-foot, we call them houses, came in, and we had 2 weeks to install all the equipment, wire, and test it. So I've been working a ton of overtime, and today I was actually able to, I only had to work about 12 hours, so I was able to get off a little, or I guess it was 11 hours, and I got off in time to make it home. I made it home at like 7:13, and you guys, you know, I didn't want to be late, so I set up the live for you guys, and so sorry for clicking and not showing up on the screen right when you guys might have clicked on. But guys, I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. So, man. Lisa says, I'm good, thank you. Your pig is much better today. Yes. The good news is my injury is healing up, and I was supposed to get the stitches out today, but worked overtime. So maybe next couple days I'll probably get them out. I wanted to get back to that one comment. Let's see who is that. Somebody said they got a lot of bubbles. Oh yeah, Dick says I got a lot of bubbles. Hey man, if I'd like to help you with that. So tell me what happened. What are you working on? Adam says fantastic tables. Thanks, Adam. Annabelle says make that money, bro. You know that's right. Slick Tables, what's good from Australia? How you doing, Slick Tables? I'm gonna have to look you up, see how slick your tables are. Hey, Slick Tables, what time is it there in Australia? How far ahead or behind are you from the States? Eastern Standard Time. So we just want to give you guys an update on what's coming down the road. We have some really cool projects coming up. How did you guys like the bowls for Roxy, her little stand? It came out pretty sweet. So one of the things that we have coming down the pike are, hopefully I just landed a job. I got to get a quote here soon, but for a big conference table for an office. So I hope you guys want to see that. And if everything goes through, it's going to be a black walnut slab with some black epoxy. It's going to be really, really pretty, very professional, and hopefully we'll try to engrave their logo in the center of the table. So it's going to be a really, really cool table. And also we're going to do some steel legs on this table, obviously, because it's going to be heavy. So keep on the lookout for that. I'm really excited for that. Rusty says gonna see an Australian band Friday. That's awesome. Chris says beautiful, lucky dog. So hey Chris, I appreciate that. Slick Tables, 9:23 a.m. May 22nd. Okay. Just starting on YouTube. My Insta is better. Okay. Well, dude, I'll check you out on YouTube and Instagram. Kula says, nice bowl stand, really looks like marble. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you are working on a new table. So Kula, have you started putting things in a mold yet, or are you still working on the seal coats? Slick, Fred says, Slick is living in the future. So Lisa says, very cool. My grand Ariona says hi. Said hi. Well, hello. Dick says, I'm making a river table and poured 1/4-inch pours and torch to take bubbles out. I did it in each lift totaling an inch thick. Okay. So question for you, that you did it properly. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. I have a couple questions. What epoxy did you use? And also, did you seal the edges of the river, like the wood, where you're filling it in there, the edges of the wood? Did you seal those before pouring your epoxy? Chris says, I'm curious, on the larger or longer tables, do you run metal braces underneath to stop it from warping? Yes. Yeah, I use steel C-channel, and the C-channel has a 1/4-inch leg on each side. So it's 3 inches wide with a 1/4-inch leg. And what I do is I use a router or a table saw, circular saw, and I will cut grooves for the C-channel to sit down into, and I screw it in. And the reason why I use C-channel, it's harder to bend than flat steel. So Jeremy says, the project was awesome, but I have 7 small dogs, so I think it would get expensive. Yes, it would get expensive. That's funny. Slick Table says, thanks, man. Love your work. Hey, man, I really appreciate that. Charlene, originally from South Africa, live in Canada. Love your work. What is going on, Charlene? I think that's the first time I've read your name here. So thank you for joining us this evening. Big Ricky's Place says, hey, Nathan, how's it going in Virginia? It's going nice, man. Today it was actually pretty mild weather-wise. It was probably like 78, 80 degrees. It was really nice. The other day it was 95 degrees. It was so hot. Cola says, sealing done, and I'm working on building the mold. I want to make it perfect this time for less work after epoxy is dry. Yeah, that's exactly right. What shape are you going with it? So Dick says, the same one you use, and no, I didn't seal edges. Okay, so Dick, just to make sure, I've used a couple of different epoxies. Was it the Stone Coat Countertops epoxy? Really, it doesn't matter a whole lot. I think the reason why you got bubbles was because the edges of the wood weren't sealed. And that's my fault if I haven't shown it in some of the videos there. Yeah, Stone Coat. Okay, so I haven't shown it in some of the videos, but this next one, I'll be sure to show you guys exactly how to seal the edges, because I've gotten some of those questions before in the past. So sorry guys for leaving that part out. But what I'll do is I'll make sure that I show you how to seal the edges in the next time. But really what happens if you don't seal it, wood is porous, and epoxy, when it makes the exothermic reaction, creates a little bit of heat, and moisture, air will come out of the wood as the epoxy's absorbing into the wood, and that's what causes the bubbles. So sorry that you got bubbles, Dick, but so next, that's what you have to do, is seal the edges next time. Chris says, if you get the conference table job, will you run metal braces? If so, will you be sure to post it? Oh, of course. Yeah, this will definitely be a video if I get it, and I will show exactly how to mount all the braces. We're gonna do, if you guys enjoy the step-by-step, like each video is like, one video is the mold and I go into detail, would you guys prefer that? Or do you think it's better kind of combined a little bit and skipping things? What I would like to do is kind of break down each individual step as detailed as possible. That way you guys can learn exactly how to do it properly. And you don't have to make all the mistakes that I have made in the past. Okay, Kula says, Circle again will be a twin table set. Okay, that's gonna be really cool. That's really cool. I'll be doing an oval table here shortly as well. Hey Dick, I appreciate that. Thank you. Myra says, hi Nathan, sorry I'm late. It's all good, no problem. I'm glad you made it. Hey Jennifer, thanks as well. It says, be sure to like this video. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, any kind of interaction that you guys do always helps me, and I really appreciate it. So, as you guys know, I always want to continue to put out content like this, whether it's how-to videos or live streams and all that. And whenever you guys give me a thumbs up or a super chat or a comment or even just watching the videos, it always helps out a lot, and you guys do that a lot. So I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Okay, so you guys are saying step by step. Okay, totally. Okay, I'll totally do that. Fred says likes the multi videos. Okay, that's good. I was talking to some other guys who have these bigger channels, just asking for help on video stuff, and one of their suggestions was not to do the part 1, 2, 3, but I seem to be having success with it, and I know you guys appreciate that, so I'm going to continue to do that anyway, even though I might not go viral or whatever. So I'm going to continue to break it down for you guys. Big Ricky's Place says, I got a Lichtenberg wood burner ordered today. Can't wait to get in and try it out. Filling with epoxy. Have you ever done any wood burning other than in a fireplace? Well, my wife has a wood burning kit, not the Lichtenberg, fractal burning. But I have tried it, and I think it's not my calling. I may not have enough patience for it, but my wife really enjoys it. So she does that on the. She's made a few little signs and things to hang up in her house. She really, really enjoys it. Myra says, I was mad I missed last week, shoulder surgery. What? What did you have? So why did you need shoulder surgery, bud? Rusty says, I built my own. That's fun. Oh, that's cool. Jennifer asked Big Ricky, where'd you buy the Lichtenberg from? Hey, cool, I appreciate that. Jeremy B72 says, is the video blurry for anyone else? It's probably blurry because of either the resolution that you have selected or because I'm out here in the boonies. I live in the middle of a cornfield and we use a satellite, and sometimes the upload is really slow. So sorry about that. Dado 79 says, love your work from Dale in England. Hey Dale, I appreciate that. Thanks for coming and joining us this evening. Oh, Myers says rotary cuff. Okay, man, how long does it take to rotator cuff? So how long does it take to heal from that surgery? Rusty Merkin says, my Cheapskate Challenge submission was Lichtenberg burn. Yep, I remember that. It was nice. Dude, yours was to me, it was one of the most interesting and and creative projects that I've seen. Don Crosby checking in. How's it going, Don? Fred says it's probably blurred to upload speed. Yes, it is. Like I said, I have satellite, and it's not the best, but it's the only choice I got. So sorry about that. Chris says, hey, since it's been a while for me, how's your lovely wife been, and how's the adoption process going? Chris, well, it's been a rough few weeks for us in the adoption journey. Thank you for asking, though. We really appreciate that. My wife and I have been a little emotional. We've had our profile book shown a total of 4 times, and 3 of the times were just shown and we were not chosen. And the other time was a little boy, and their parents, we were back and forth, and they decided not to choose us. And they actually decided not to go through with adoption at all. So I'm not sure really what happened with him, but we were really sad about that as well. Big Ricky's Place. I got the wood burner from Conestoga Works. So Myra says 6 months. Man, that is a long time, man. Sorry about that. Rusty says, thanks, man. You do some awesome stuff, brother. Dawn says, hey, that's my cheapskate challenge. I've been electrocuting wood with my homemade Lindenberg machine for 4 years now. Says, I'm a legend down south, son. That's awesome. Hey, Dawn, send me some pictures if you can. I'd like to see what you got, either on Facebook at the Goodview Woodworks page or Instagram at Goodview Woodworks. Cola says, don't give up. We will not. And Chris says, I'm sorry, bro. God will find the right one for you guys. And, you know, that's really what we're holding on to, we're clinging to, is we know that even though it's hard to have to wait, I guess. We do know that he's got the right little boy or girl chosen for us, so we're excited about that too. Myra says, so I have a stupid question. Can I use epoxy outdoors? That is not a stupid question. It's not a stupid question at all. Yes, you can use it outdoors. It's fine. The problem is epoxy will yellow in direct sunlight. So you may want to have a cover available, but eventually it will amber or yellow. And so if you use a lighter color epoxy or clear, like white or clear, something like that, it's kind of noticeable. But if you use a darker color, it may not be as noticeable. But you can use it outdoors. That's just the bad part about epoxy outdoors. It does amber over time. And then Aaron Porter, my wife just commented. She says, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Hey, baby, how are you doing? I'm excited for you to get home, get off work, and come see me. Everyday Power says, chubby cheek, fat face. Okay, all right. Hope you're not talking about me. Rusty Murphy says, cool, I'm a legend in my garage. Yeah, don't we all think that, right? Tammy says, faith, God works in amazing ways. He sure does, and we are clinging to that for sure. Jennifer says, UV epoxy is good for outdoors, isn't it? Yes. It still ambers over time, but it has more resistance to UV, so it doesn't amber as much. So you won't really notice it if you use a darker color. But you will, like, it's even hard to notice unless you have a piece that you kept inside and then you compare it to the piece that's been outside. You'll notice a difference. But, you know, it still will amber over time, just not as much. It has more UV inhibitors in it. So, great question. Everyday Power says, is the beard for your double chin, Fat Santa? Yeah, do you like that? You guys are crazy. Myra says, I'm trying to make a river table for my parents' backyard. So, yeah, you totally can do that. Like, once again, you can totally make a table for the backyard. Like I said, I would encourage if you go on stonecoatcountertops.com, they do have epoxy that has like the Arc Coat and stuff like that has a better UV resistance. And then Jennifer also put UV epoxy. You can check that out too. That'll help it from ambering so much. Chris Marsh says, when's the next challenge? So the next challenge is at the end of this month. it will be June 29th. That will be a Saturday. Saturday, June 29th at midnight will be the deadline for the entries. And if you guys haven't heard about the next Cheapskate Challenge, there's a few rules, but they differ from last time. And it's got to be a woodworking epoxy project, but the only stipulation is there's a price cap of $50. Okay, so you can use whatever store you want. You can use online. All that stuff is a free game. You can reuse stuff that you already have, but when purchasing things, you need to have a $50 price cap. Fred says, do you weld the legs for tables you make or buy them? I am not a good welder. However, I do weld the legs. I do a lot of grinding as well. So I'm still learning in that department. I have welded legs, especially for our coffee table in my house here. I've welded them up, but a lot of times I will buy them on Etsy and give people that have a little bit more skill some income from me. So that's usually what I do. Jeremy says, we have chicken sausage jambalaya cooking down south. Man, that sounds so good. My beautiful wife actually brought me some sushi to work tonight for dinner, so she's awesome. And then I see up there, it looks like it's my Renee. Hi from Orlando, Florida. Hey, Mom. Rusty says, at what size table would you need to start bracing with C-channel? That's a great question. I would say anything dining room table size or bigger, you want to start using bracing. Especially if you are not using epoxy to fully coat all the wood, because it will still move on you if air can get in, if it's not fully sealed. So that's what I would say. Yeah, take dining room table size is kind of the size you need. So anywhere from 6 feet long and up, I would start using bracing. Myra says, cool, this shoulder is not keeping me down. I still have one good hand. That's good. Yeah, man, be careful. You don't want to be out. You don't want to mess up your other one. You don't want to mess up your good one. Aaron says, so if we have material left over, we can use it and it doesn't go against the $50 cap. Correct. That is correct. Chris says, on the longer tables, do you have to seal the bottom as well? That's up to you. I would totally seal the bottom because for extra stability and stuff like that. But it's up to you. You can finish your table however you want to. But if you don't coat the bottom, moisture can still enter and exit that wood, and can cause it to move. So if I would just suggest, if you want it to be safe and not move at all, make sure you epoxy all sides. Slick Table says, in Australia they don't have that size C-channel, so I use angle iron and inset it. What are your thoughts? That is great. Anything that is like an angle is hard to bend on that axis. So yeah, that's a great job. Angle iron is perfect. And Aaron says, that's a cool look, Slick. Hey, Roxy. Come here. Roxy says hello, everybody. Look right here. Roxy. Right here. You see everybody? Say hello. You say hello to everybody, Roxy? Yeah, it's a good girl. All right, ready? Sorry, Roxy wanted to say hello. So Fred says, how will you know if someone actually had material lying around and didn't go over cap and just say it was already laying around for the shop? Fred, that's a great question. Really, I'm just, a lot of these guys, I'm just hoping that you guys are honest. So that's it, really. I pray that everybody is honest here on the channel and when it comes to these challenges. And so make sure that if you guys do have stuff laying around, that it's actually laying around. You don't go buy it and, and say it's laying around. So Fred brought up a great question. So yeah, Rusty Merkin put honesty policy. That's exactly right. Renee says, love Roxy's new serving dish. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, we'll make one for your house so when Roxy comes and stays over, she has her own bowls to eat from. Jennifer says honor system. Aaron asks, what kind of dog is she? So Roxy is a pretty cool mix. The male dog that she was from was half boxer, half Great Dane, and her mom was a pit bull. So she is pit bull, boxer, Great Dane. She's a really, really awesome dog. Myra, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Tammy says, yep, honesty is the best policy. That's right. And really, that's what we do here on this channel is, try to be as honest as possible. DK says, I'm building a small dining room table with epoxy river through it. Oh, DK, that's awesome. So let me ask you a few questions. What kind of wood are you using? What kind of epoxy are you using? And what colors? Aaron says, I have a pit lab mix. Can't beat those pitties. I know, right? Pit bulls are awesome. This is our second pit bull that we've had, and they're great dogs. Renee says, DK, share pics. Would love to see it. Rusty Merkin says, pocket bully here. So, Rusty, what is a pocket bully? Oh, Lisa has a small beagle. That's really cool. Oh, Myra says, I want one, but it will destroy my apartment. Yeah, they do that, especially when they're puppies. DK said, I'm not sure what your question is there, man. Says the question is if I polish the river of the. Okay. Rusty, mini pit bull. I don't think I've ever seen a mini pit bull. I'd like to see some pictures. That'd be cool. Chris says, honor system, whatever, I'm going to cheat. You better not. DK says, if I polish the brass rounds, will the epoxy still work? Yes, okay, I got you. So, yeah, if you polish the rounds, as long as they're fully encapsulated and in the epoxy, yeah, they should be perfectly fine. Rusty says, Stafford Terrier mixed with, oh, okay. Staffy Pit mix, okay, yeah. I know all about that, kind of. Okay, Jennifer. So I'm still trying to figure out how to torch on an epoxy, but no luck so far. So I've had a couple of ideas that I've been wanting to try. I've been looking this up, and I think that I've kind of come up with this. So maybe you could try this. So anyway, what I was thinking was trying to get some. If you've seen, like for automotive paint, they have what they call a root beer candy. And it's not paint, it's an additive to clear coat to make it a candy color. So I would say maybe if you got a little bit of this root beer candy, you could use it to tint the epoxy, and possibly take a stir stick or something and do some black epoxy drops on it and let them sit without messing with them too much. Maybe you could get a tortoiseshell look like that. I was thinking about that. I might have to try it though and do a video first. Jeremy says, I'm not sure what the primary topic is tonight, but I was wondering if you or anyone else in this group use decorative wax or gel stain in their woodworking project to age the project. No, I have never used wax or gel stain to age wood. However, I have used what was it, apple cider vinegar, I think, and steel wool, and no, it was regular white vinegar. Used regular white vinegar, and I used a rusty chain. Actually, I let the rusty chain sit in it for a little while, and I used that and brushed it on to age the wood that I have, and it turned out like a grayish brown color. It was actually really pretty. Rusty says, I use RIT dye a lot and Kool-Aid to stain wood. It works well. Yeah, Rusty, he sent me some stuff with stained Kool-Aid, and it looks really, really cool. Works great. Richard Collins, how are you? I'm glad you're able to make it out. Jennifer says it sounds promising. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, check it out. And if you beat me to it, let me know how it works. But I was going to try that tortoise shell thing. I really want to try that tortoise shell thing out. So Big Ricky's Place says, I have a video of Jasper walking himself on my channel. Got his leash walking down the drive. All right, man. I'll have to check it out. Rusty also says, I just used RIT dye and acrylic paint to faux finish MDF. It worked well. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool ideas. Jeremy says, sorry, I'm placing this over an existing painted cabinet, just looking to age the edges and slightly change the color of the paint. Oh, I see. I got you. I understand. But no, even still, I have not used. If anybody else has any advice on that, I have not actually done that previously, but I have stacked different types of paint on top of each other and sanded them down to get a aged look to them. Chris says, gotta go. I missed these. See you next Tuesday. All right, Chris. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out. See you next week, man. Renee, my mom says, gotta go and school your dad in cornhole. Love you. Love you too, Mom. Go school him for sure. Joshua. Hey, Josh. Sorry, man. It says, why so blurry? Well, it's because I have satellite internet and it has a slow upload speed. So sorry about that, Joshua. Sam Doyle. Not sure what you mean. So. Potshots 420 says, yo, can't see your face. Hey, Potshots, sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on. Okay, got it. Staunch means bash. Well, I hope not. Aaron had a good suggestion too. Says layer different colors in sand. That's exactly how I did it. If you go to my Instagram page, I think I have pictures of some sliding barn doors that I've done, and you can see how I've sanded it down and stuff. So PWP Packaging says, I hope to have a coffee table sized river table made. What would be the average price of one at a retailer? Let's see, a coffee table size river table made. Okay, so it all depends. All depends on the style, the type of wood. PWP. It all depends on the species of wood, whether it's black walnut or maple or oak or whatever. And it all depends on how big the river is. So, hey guys, I just want to say I see some guys posting some inappropriate stuff. I'd appreciate it if you would just keep it off of Shop Talk Tuesday. I'm glad you guys are here, and if you wanted to just enjoy Shop Talk, that would be great. But please stop putting inappropriate things in the comments. Thank you. So PWP, getting back to it. So I would say average cost for to have somebody make a custom river coffee table would be anywhere from $800 to $1,500, depending on the size and the species of wood. Pot Shots says, "Can you please answer my question?" I'm sorry, I don't see it. Oh, here we go. How did you make your cover picture behind your profile on your profile pic? Okay, that's a good question. I I used Photoshop to make the pic, and then when you go to edit, if you go into your settings here on YouTube, you can edit that picture, and all you do is click the edit button and add the picture. It's very, very simple. All right, guys, I want to say thanks for hanging out with us tonight. If you guys have any other questions about woodworking or epoxy tables and things like that, let me know. And if not, this was a great time talking to you guys tonight. Let me see here. Rusty Mergen says, they are not cheap, Fred. I'm sorry, did I miss a comment there? Oh, here we go. Fred says, just curious what the typical cost for wood slabs are. Living in Long Beach, California, it's hard to find a place to buy them, and prices seem pretty high. Yeah, so hey, Fred, great question. So what you can do is, what I do is I go on Facebook or Craigslist or something like that, and if you type in sawmill or live edge lumber or something like that, sometimes you can come across some people who have lumber mills. That's how I did it here in Virginia, and you can find some live edge slabs like that. You got to be careful though. You want to make sure that it's dry, and if it's not dry, also try to find a kiln. I'm sure living in California, I know it's a big state, so there may or may not be something close to you. So Potshot says, read my comments. Potshot, I would, but I don't. They're inappropriate, so I would not do that. If you post some things that are pretty cool, pretty nice, nice and fine, I would do that, but not if it's inappropriate. So Fred says, so $700 for a smaller slab is about right. No, well, see, I don't think so. So if you, like, for example, here in Virginia, black walnut goes for about $10 a board foot. So the slab that I'm looking at buying now is $775 for this slab, and it is 9 feet long, and at its widest point, 38 inches. So 38, so almost 3.5, so a little over 3 feet wide and 9 feet long for $700. So I would say $700 for a smaller slab is a little too expensive. Rusty says, Jeremy B, I'll have some things on my Insta soon. Potshot says here in Australia, a slab is $50, which I think is really good. Do you agree? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, Aaron says, I'm sure you could kick these guys that are being ignorant. I don't really know how here. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it here. Let me see here. There we go. There's one. And let's see if I can do that to the other guy here. Here we go. All right, guys, there we go. I got him out of there. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. I don't know. This says, who are these idiots? I have no idea. Hey, Slick says, gotta go. Hey, man. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Sorry about those guys that were making a deal. Man, I could not figure out how to get it, but I got it now. So that was the first time we had some craziness on this channel. So sorry about that, everybody. Next time I'll be quicker to get at that. So. Sabersaw says, GJ Banning. Big Reeks Play says, some people ain't got no sense. I know, right? It's terrible. DK says, first time I caught you live and we got these idiots. I know, man. So DK, I'm real sorry about that. Yeah, that's the first time here as well. So I'm glad you came to hang out with us tonight, though. Sabersaw says, because your fame is growing, expect nude sliding in your DMs. I hope not. That's gross. Tammy. I appreciate that, Tammy. That's really, really nice. So Jeremy says, how would you compare Stone Coat to Pro Marine epoxy? Jeremy, thanks for that question. I have not used Pro Marine before. I've used Total Boat epoxy, and it's good. I will always say this. I'm a fan of Stone Coat Countertops epoxy. First of all, they have treated me really well. They've helped me out on projects, and they just sell a really good product. So they will always have #1 here on this channel. That's right, Tammy. We don't need people on the channel like that. Yeah, DK says, no, it's not used. Just some idiots out there. Yeah, there are. So Sabersaw's ever used Chill? Man, I tell you what, I was this close to getting some Chill epoxy here just to try out. But yeah, I totally want to. So I will buy some here soon. Rusty Merkin says, I have Pro Marine right now. It's not my favorite. Hey, Rusty, thanks, man. Thanks for the input. See, I haven't tried everything out there epoxy-wise, but there are a few things that I would like to try as well. And Chill epoxy is one of those. Rusty says that Pro Marine bubbles really badly, so appreciate that, Rusty. Well, look, guys, that's it for tonight. I want to thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us on Shop Talk. This is what it's all about, man. Just coming out here, you asking me questions, and I am answering them for you as best I can. But we also have a lot of people here on the Good View Woodworks community that can also fill in and answer the questions as well. So guys, I want to thank you for liking and subscribing and doing all the things. It's really, really important and really, really cool of you guys to be supporting me like that. So if you want to continue to support me, that would be great. Because as you know, I want to keep on doing this for years to come. So I have a great time. You guys always make it fun, and it's my favorite time during the week. So you guys are awesome. I'm out of here. Roxy says see you later too. And guys, don't forget to check out, I do post a new video each weekend. I try to get it Fridays, but sometimes stuff gets in the way, and so, but I do try to every weekend. So if you don't see it, hang in there. I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. So you guys are awesome, and I am out of here. Good night, guys.